Hey, Jefferson County, this is Chris Lowery, your independent candidate. Just going a little live tonight, do a little bit of talking. See who's out there, what we got. Hey, Jefferson County, this is Chris Lowery, your independent candidate. I want to try to post a link for you guys. Let's see. Trying to log into my Facebook account real quick. Guess my computer did some cleaning up, logged me out of a bunch of stuff, so I didn't realize that when I started. Let's see here. Trying to log into my Facebook account. It's taking me a couple of minutes. Sorry about that. All right, let's see here. If we can get going, I'm gonna try something here. Let's see. You may hear me. I'm looking at my own book. Let's see here. So what I'm posting there, that is a link that you can come in and you could join my live if you wanted to. Again, this is Chris Lowery, your independent candidate for Jefferson County Sheriff. Sunday afternoon, early Sunday evening. I am just doing a little live, talk about a few things, see what people got going on. Remind them that you have 2 more days in the early voting process. You got voting tomorrow down at the Jefferson County Courthouse. That's the early vote, the last day of the early vote. And then March the 3rd will be your actual date for voting in the primary. That's the actual election day. March 3rd, 7:30 p.m. The polls close. So on the 3rd, you will be voting at your polling station, polling place where you normally would vote at. It's listed on your registration card. If you have any questions about that, you can go to Voter View. Just go to Google and search for Voter View, and you will be able to check out where your polling place is, and if that's when you need to vote on Tuesday, and instead of going to the courthouse tomorrow. As long as you vote, that's all we really care about. Once you get out there, cast your vote. This is an open primary, so you're able to pull a Democrat ballot if that's what you want to do, and cast your vote. That's where it seems like most of the races are at, is on the Democrat ballot. But anyway, plus I'd like to talk about anything y'all got going on this weekend. Had a great weekend so far. Been out, met with some constituents, had some discussions about different things going on within Jefferson County. Had a great time last night attending the Winter Wonderland Ball for Jefferson County Regional Medical Center and their foundation. Good fundraiser for them. It seemed like they had a good turnout. It was my first time for attending that event. But it was great. Some friends of ours invited us and took us with them, and we had a great time. So I'd like to discuss with you issues that you're having within the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, possibilities of questions you may have about the voting process coming up, and let me know if you've run into any issues. I have been collecting my signatures for the petition for the independent candidate that is required as an independent candidate. And just to be honest, I've ran into some issues, not collecting signatures, but I've had several people that swear up and down they're registered voters. And when we check them in Voter View, they are not. One of my good friends also is a registered voter in Pulaski County, and he ran into an issue where when he went to go vote, they tried to tell him he was not a registered voter and hadn't voted since 2007, or they had deleted him in 2007. And we knew that to be untrue, or he knew that to be untrue, just because he had voted in the past couple presidential elections. He had pictures that were geotagged to prove that, so forth and so on. So I would like to hear if you've had any issues with the voting process, right? How smoothly has that been? If you've went so far, any complications or hiccups that you might have incurred with that, harassment, anything. It'd be just nice to hear about that. I'd like to know that the voting process is going the way it's supposed to be going. So also I'd like to talk about social media and what the going topics are out there. What do you run into? What are you seeing? What's your opinion of some of the stuff that's being posted on social media as in general? And then as well, just talk about any questions that you may have to ask me as your independent candidate for Jefferson County Sheriff. So I'm going to watch my phone here and try to, because I just understand the way I do this is I go through a third-party software that allows me to go to multiple platforms at one time. Plus, I just like the layout of it. It gives me that nice banner down at the bottom and what have you. If you would, like and share this. Like and share it with some friends and see if we can't get more people on here tonight and answer any questions that they may have. And then we would get into some conversations as the voters drive it. So we had a great event Thursday night. That was a Pizza and Politics where I partnered with Mr. Jihad Muhammad, and many candidates came out and faced the voters in an open question forum. I thought it went very well. Received lots of good feedback on that. Seemed to be an overwhelming good response. So anyway, so I'm trying to look and see if I can actually tell who is on here right now. Looks like actually tell who is on here right now. All right, so if we as we move forward in this election process, I would just like to see if there's been any issues going on with you, been able to have any issues with your vote. If you had any questions about the process, and still getting questions about why my name was not on the ballot, I want to just make sure that you understand that is as an independent candidate that would I make it to the general election, and there's not a primary for independent candidates. So anywho, if we could see if anybody's got any questions out there, that'd be great. I would also like to discuss events coming up for us. May the 9th, we are having our Boots and Bling fundraiser. That's going to be at the Whitehall Community Center, which is an opportunity for you to come out, support us, and have a good time, all at the same time, right? Supporting your independent candidate. We are trying to get the word out. We will really start this week on that. You can check it out on our website at Lowery4sheriff.com. We've also made a Facebook post about that and what have you, and we will continue to do that. Good afternoon, Christy. Thank you for coming in to Lowery4Sheriff's Live on Sunday afternoon. I know I normally do this on Monday, and I will be doing it on Monday tomorrow. But there were just some things in my mind. I wanted to give the voters an opportunity to ask me any questions or comment about anything that's happened this week, as well as answer any questions that people may have. So been a lot of interesting movement going on within our political landscape, and it's just always exciting times to hear what the voters are seeing, saying, what they've heard, and what questions they may have. So if you don't mind, go ahead and tag a friend, tag somebody. There's an opportunity. I have put a link in the comments. You can see there. It gives people the opportunity, if they desire, they can come on to the live with me. We'll just bring them in via video and have an open discussion about whatever they want to talk about. So that would be an opportunity for you to share in this, give your experiences as well. I know I did see that Kristen Stivers and Selena Hill were down in Pine Bluff today. Unfortunately, I was not able to go out with them, but I believe they went out into several areas. But for sure, I saw it on Nate Baker's page for his fourth ward alderman candidacy, where he had them on there, and he was talking about some cleanup and things that needed to occur in Pine Bluff. So it's great to see that through the process, some of the things that, even if these candidates don't win, if I don't win, we just know that we are bringing change to Jefferson County. And that's the message that I've been hearing consistently as we move through this campaign. Since I announced back in September, people are just demanding change within Jefferson County, and that we got to do things differently. So I know that if we're bringing outsiders in, and when I say outsiders, people that are not from Jefferson County, down here to check out some of the blight they have and issues that we have going on, plus they're partnering with people that may not have been involved in the past to really look at concerns within Jefferson County, then I know that we have done our part by pushing the change envelope, by pushing the issues, bringing light to situations that may have been neglected for some time. So we just want to continue to push him forward. As a reminder, I will be in this race through November of 26, and then hopefully after November 3rd, I will be your candidate, or I will be your elected sheriff that will be sworn in office of January 2027. So that's what we're hoping to do. We just need to keep spreading the word. I tell you, as I get out here on the streets and meet with people face to face, the response is overwhelming. Last night, I was walking around through a venue, and people I did not recognize was calling my name and having conversations with me and letting me know that they were pledging their support to me. So had a couple people stop, just want to get a picture made, which was great. I always love getting a picture made. So if you ever see me and you want to get a picture made with me, that's fine. We'll snap that and then post it up for you. So would like to know how everybody's weekends went. If there have been any situations with the Jefferson County government, Jefferson County Sheriff's Office that you would like to speak about. We don't have very many followers on here right now, but I would love the opportunity for you to tag someone, tag a friend, and see what we could do to see if somebody wants to come in and just tell their story, tell what they have going on, and provide us with some insight to what issues are going on within Jefferson County. I did receive a call a while ago from a citizen that's out on Farm Lane, was asking something about deputies out there looking for somebody, asking if I knew anything about it. And I don't know anything about it. So if somebody has some comments, concerns, or information that they could pass on about anything going on out on Farm Lane, which is out off of Sulphur Springs Road, that would be awesome for you to put it in here, see if what we can do. I'm going to check social media and see if there's anything that's been put on there recently about that. Not seeing anything about it just yet. Let's see if JCSO has posted anything. Probably not. If it's an active, ongoing deal, they probably don't. Let's see, law enforcement. Okay, so Heat Magazine is putting out a 6 minutes ago. They're saying there is a heavy law enforcement presence on Farm Lane. Let's see what he has to say. I'll share that with you guys. Let's see, share. Let's pull this back up. I'm fixing to share it with you in just a second. All right, looks like there is a heavy law enforcement presence.
Has pulled up. They have brought the cadaver dogs out.
Okay. Listen to what he's saying here. It's ironic. I did receive a telephone call just before I was going on live from a voter out on Farm Lane asking me if I knew what was going on. I didn't. Let's see. Heat Magazine is
Again,
broadcasting.
my thoughts and prayers definitely goes out to the family of the young lady that was killed earlier today. We definitely can't forget about the victims.
All right, he's mentioning something about a victim at a homicide, I believe, that happened earlier today. Looks like they're off a farm lane. It looks like there's a tow truck out there, a couple of police cars. I believe that one right here in the middle is a sheriff's deputy car, Smith Wrecker, and not quite sure. Let's see if I look through the comments. What might say? Not exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly is going on out there. If anybody knows, feel free to comment. And maybe due to the murder earlier today is what Christy says. It may be. I just heard he mention something about a homicide. It may be. I'd like to know for sure. That is one of the things about me becoming a candidate for sheriff. It does seem that my phone rings a lot more often. And so I'm glad, hopefully, the people that called me, don't want to put your name out there, but hopefully you're seeing this live that I'm sharing with you that is put on by the Heat Magazine. And maybe we can read in the comments and see what's going on there. It is Farm Lane Road, appears to be. Let me switch screens here for a second. I don't know. I am pretty familiar with Farm Lane. I'm trying to see that. Almost looks like it's down to Gideon's. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, that's, I do see the person who contacted me in the comment section. I did not get a chance. Let me scroll through their comments and see. 100 yards from my house, Mike Turner. That's crazy, awful that it happened to that woman. Okay, so this is off Silver Springs Road, fire department's on the corner, Farm Lane. Yes, okay. Yeah, they're correct. Farm Lane is out towards off Silver Springs. Let's see. Palmbrook is on the west side. Where is this? Okay. David Kelly on the Heat Magazine says that ADC is going to catch them. I don't know if there's dogs out or what have you. That's what he would be alluding to, just to my prior experience. That's what, get the ADC dogs. What's going on? All right, so lots of comments in there. They've been, the Heat Magazine, Andre Braswell has been live for about 7 minutes showing this area. We'll continue to monitor that and see what that's all about. Kristen, it looks like, so I got a telephone call. From a relative that lives out on Farm Lane, asked if I knew what was going on. And I believe, looking at the screen that I'm sharing with you, is possibly has to do with the homicide that happened earlier today in the Dollarway area. And I did hear them say that. I'm not confirming that. I don't know for sure, but it sounds like that's what it may be. So we'll continue to monitor that, see what it is. I do have family in that area, and of course my brothers in blue and the ADC guys, if they're having.
Here come you all. If you could,
let's see what.
If someone come in, just let them know what's going on. Give me 1 second.
All right. Hey, Chris Phillips, can you hear when he talks? I want to make sure that's passing through to you guys. Can you hear when Dre talks or what have you? I want to make sure if I'm sharing the screen, I'm sharing it accurately. because again, this is not my. I mean, this is my live, obviously, and I'm piggybacking off of a current event that's happening in Jefferson County that's being filmed and produced. Okay, so Kathy says yes, you can hear him. So we'll monitor this for a little bit. I don't mind at all. See if we can't figure out what's going on there. Obviously, there's a heavy police presence out in the farm lane community, which is off of Sulphur Springs. Be on the lookout. Stay in your homes. Be safe. And as always, if you see something, say something. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. It appears to be drawn together from my conclusion. Okay, let's see what he's saying. Dre's saying something about dogs.
They'll probably grab something out the car and then let them get that. And then I'm thinking.
Well, he's thinking wrong.
Right.
I don't know if you heard him, but he said that he said they're going to grab something out the car for the dogs first. That's not how that works, ladies and gentlemen. That is not how that works. Scent-specific dogs are a thing of the past for the most part. I just chuckle. Dogs are a great tool.
So everyone, again, we are on Farm Lane, down Sulphur Springs Road. Sulphur Springs Road, where they located a suspect's vehicle from earlier today's homicide.
Okay, so he said they located a suspect's vehicle from the homicide that happened today off of Cimarron in the city of Pine Bluff that was announced earlier on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, he might have said cadaver dogs, Chris. ADC does not have any cadaver dogs, and I don't know how long he's been out there, but I think the homicide went out around, I think I saw it around 1 o'clock. I don't know that a cadaver dog would be the appropriate dog to be utilized at this point, but I'm not a cadaver dog guy. I am a search and rescue guy dog. I am a tracking dog, and the dogs that are with the Arkansas Department of Corrections are more than capable of finding this individual, even if he should be deceased, if it's been relatively within the past few hours. It's all on how scent works with the dog. I can break that down for you at some point. What this is, so the Heat magazine is reporting this is the scene of I guess this white car. Let me pull that up. This white car right here, I believe, is a suspect car from a homicide earlier. I believe that's what he's referring to. He did say the suspect car was out there. Obviously, this is a Jefferson County Sheriff's deputy's car right here. I have no idea who this SUV is. It's pulling right up in the middle of their scene. I hope that's a law enforcement professional or someone going home that should be guided home to get home. This looks to be a detective car of some sort, unmarked car right here on the left, and obviously Smith's record. So I would tend to believe that this white car right here would be the suspect's vehicle from the homicide earlier, only because he's not started towing it yet. That would be considered part of the crime scene. So, hey, Christian, thanks for joining, son. Apparently, there was a homicide earlier today in the city of Pine Bluff, and this is out off of Farm Lane. You know where that's at. Due to family living out there, but apparently that white car, I believe it's that white car, but the guy reporting this off the Heat magazine is saying that the suspect vehicle was located out on Farm Lane, and now I believe there's dogs out and they're searching for the suspect. So we're going to kind of monitor this and see what's going on with that. I'd like to try to keep the citizens of Jefferson County as updated as possible on any critical incidents that's going on. Feel free to chime in with any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them from a law enforcement professional experience, as well as a canine handler and a canine trainer. If you have questions about the dogs and how they may be being utilized. Let's see. Let's see if I can't make this a little bit. No, I was trying to see if I could make that a little bit bigger for you, but that's okay. Again, if you're just tuning in, it looks like, okay, looks like the deputy's going mobile for some reason, moving their car. This appears to be based off the reporting done by Andre Braswell with the Heat magazine. I'm sharing a Facebook Live that he's putting out that there has been a suspect car located in reference to the homicide that occurred earlier today in the city limits of Pine Bluff. Let's see. All right. So if you would like or tag a friend for us, share my live, see if we can get some more people in here. That would be an awesome thing for you to do. I'd appreciate it. Let's go back. I'm looking at some questions. See if there's anything that I have not answered. Kristen, if you're still on here, I'd be interested to hear what you had to say about today, what you and Selena ran into. Were you able to make any headway or come up with a plan? Of attacking the problem in the fourth ward. I did get an opportunity right before I jumped on live to see that Nathaniel Baker was, I believe, live with you guys out in the fourth ward, and see what y'all kind of came up with for today. I believe you said March. I think Selena said March 14th. They're going to try to do something. All right, so there's another truck pulling up. Yeah, again, don't know what that truck is. I believe they're still on the other side of this white car where I'm circling around. I believe there was a Jefferson County deputy's car right up in here. Again, this appears to be a detective's car. Trying to turn the volume up and see if I can hear some things that might be going on.
Yeah, it's a street right here. It's a street right there.
Again, at the top of my live, I'll go ahead and post that as well. You do have the opportunity. FYI, Sherman Ferguson's supporter pulled a gun on Highway 15 bonfire today over a sign at a fire department. State and county deputy has a police report. He's running. Wow. Sherman Ferguson supporter pulled a gun on Highway 15.
I like that bar light though. Yeah. All right, everyone. I am back.
Let's see what Drake has to say.
Let me get you right quick, because I see a scam on here. Let me get your ass. Hold on. Ain't nobody caught nothing on no video. Stop playing. Man, your ass. Shit. Ban you, and then I missed one, and... Okay. You good. Said they found it online. Found whatever you found. I just banned you. So we're going to walk down, y'all, just a little bit. So you might well get ready. Let's take a walk. Let's take a walk.
All right. Christy, I can't believe that. Somebody, let's see, FYI, Sherman Ferguson supporter pulled a gun on Highway 15 volunteer fireman today over a sign at a fire department, State County Police. District 13. Let me see.
Those dogs are kicking down here, boy.
I'm going to look. Well, I sure hope they find this individual that's a suspect in the homicide, if that's who it truly is. Um, we'll stay monitored. I'm going to look up this Sherman Ferguson. Let's discuss that. If you got people out
So
there,
you do, again, you have Smith Record Company out here. You have Jefferson County Sheriff Department out here. And they have a lot of these roads that are blocked off. They also have ADC have pulled in.
I'm trying to see who this Sherman Ferguson is. I don't know him specifically. All right. So looks like he's getting down in the area closer. We're not encouraging him to go up too far. That's off a dog tracking, messing up scent. Trying to find
So if you look back,
let's see these things.
if you look back there, ADC is back there right behind this building. That's where the vehicle. Exactly. That's
all right. So maybe this white car is not part of it. We talked about that. I see there's a truck there. He talked about being back in here.
so you do have more people that are pulling up.
But the way this would work, if you're not familiar with this, is they would be setting up a perimeter, blocking off areas of access where someone could flee out while the tracking dogs would be out. He talked about it being back over in this building, about where you can see those blue lights kind of in the center of the screen there.
Y'all probably can hear those dogs. Like I said, ADC has pulled up, and ADC has pulled up with a lot of dogs.
So they must be running a pack of dogs. It's called a pack track. Yeah, Christy, go ahead and send me that post. I'd like to see.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to
District 13. Where is District 13?
Give me 1 second. I can give y'all the information in 2 seconds, okay? Let me put this tripod down. And I'll read this out to you.
All right, looks like he's fixing to give us a update on what he has. He sent you the post by text. Okay. Can you send it to my messenger? I only say that because that phone that I use that you would have texted to is upstairs. So if not, that's fine. Thank you for sending it to me. If you send it in Messenger, let me know. I will be able to look at it on this phone down here if I'm able to do that. I don't want to jump off the screen because I'd like for you guys to be able to follow this if you're watching it off of my live.
Okay. It's not that far down Farm Lane. It's actually, when you pass that fire station, you come around that curve, it's not really that far.
Okay.
Maybe a mile, less than a mile. Maybe.
Okay. So if you're familiar with Farm Lane,
let me,
you turn off Silver Springs.
And I'll read this out to you so that way some of you all that may not have read this earlier. But Pine Bluff Police is investigating a homicide. Pine Bluff Police Department is investigating a homicide that occurred today at March 1st. Just after 12 p.m., officers responded to a 911 hang-up call at 6515 Cinnamon. A family member forced entry into the residence after receiving no response from inside. Once inside, they discovered 40-year-old Kenyatta Ringo Wimberly, who was unresponsive and had suffered a apparent gunshot wound. She was pronounced deceased at the scene. No one else was located inside the residence. And so, at this time, there was no suspect information being released. The victim will be transported to Arkansas State Crime Lab. So there was
My wonderful wife
already
Kathy just brought my
I know
phone
the
down
family member
here
was
where I
out
could
there
get that
earlier
text
today,
message from
and
Christy.
somebody else that was out there, they said that they saw
Let's see.
them arguing earlier this morning. This was some witnesses saying. So, hey,
Let's see.
they found his vehicle, the husband's vehicle, behind a piece of property over here. So now we have a manhunt that's underway right now.
Interesting.
But again, it's not that far down Farm Lane. Once you make that turn by that fire station on Suffolk Springs Road, and you come down, probably it's less than a mile. You'll see the police vehicles. You'll see all the wreck truck, everything.
Okay, so I'm trying to find this thing. Let's see. I don't know why it's not pulling up for some reason. Okay. Oh, there it
actually,
is.
Jefferson County Sheriff Department is working this.
I do not know that individual. I see him right there. I'm going to pull up the article.
Because this is out in the county.
Yeah, somebody named Ricky McDaniel was reporting that a FYI Sherman Ferguson supporter pulled a gun.
You know, I'm looking at some of the comments. You said something about donating down the dirt road. I am not even familiar with this area. This is my first time ever coming this way.
Elaine, I can't answer why they're not notifying. I would think there would be some sort of reverse 911 where they could send out a text message and let residents know to stay in,
Evelyn,
stay
I'm
in their
definitely sorry
homes
for your loss. I promise I am.
and give some.
Them dogs is
guys
kicking up
to
some
that.
noise out there. I don't know if y'all can hear those dogs, but those
The
dogs are
heat
kicking
is
some
out
noise
there.
up out there.
I don't know if JCSO. Let's see. Let me just look that up and see if there's been anything put out by them. Let's see, pulling that up right now.
So Smith Wrecking Truck is on the move. Huh? Hold on, y'all.
All right, looks like he just got. Let's see. Hopefully, I've not been blocked again. Let's see. No, they just have changed their link to green. Let's see. 5 hours ago, they reported National Criminal Justice Month. Crime scene do not cross. 6 hours ago, they changed it to. No, there's not been nothing posted, Elaine, on the Jefferson County Facebook page. Thank goodness for people like the Heat and myself sharing this information with all the residents. Go ahead and like and tag people right off my page, Lane, if you'd like. Uh, that way they'll get a notification and they can be aware of what's going on. So, just a little update. It appears to be that the homicide suspect vehicle homicide happened in Dalloway area today, where a female was found shot, as reported by the Pine Bluff Police Department. And the Heat is now live out on Farm Lane, where he reported that the suspect in that homicides vehicle was found in the area. And I believe the Arkansas Department of Corrections tracking dogs have been called in. And those are some darn good tracking dogs. Shout out Ronnie Watson and the entire K9 team if they're out of Central Office K9. So let's see what's going on. SUV coming back out. So they've taken the Smith wrecker on down in there, I guess, to get the car, to be able to process it. I'm not sure. All right, let's see what this is here coming out. Yeah, so as updated as I have information again, Dre with the Heat Magazine that's on scene right now. He's reporting that the suspect in today's homicide that occurred in Pine Bluff in the Dalloway area off of Cimarron Road, the vehicle of the suspect has been located out off of Farm Lane, which is down in the county outside of the incorporated area of Pine Bluff, out off of Sulphur Springs Road. And he's saying it's about a mile off of Sulphur Springs Road. I can't really tell from this vantage point where it's at. I believe as soon as you turn on there, there's a S curve. It must be on that straightaway somewhere there. So, let's pray and hope for the safety of all the law enforcement officers that are out there looking for this individual, and that he is captured without incident. That would be great. So, that's a valid point, Elaine. She says it's sad that we've not heard anything from the sheriff's office about this. Any information on the description? If not, let me see what I can find. That's great. Let me see what I can do. Let's see if anything's put out on social media yet. Let's see. Breaking news: no suspects been identified at this time. As I'm looking, 4 hours ago, KATV was reporting that the suspect is on the run. A homicide investigation in Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff Police Department was investigating after they found a woman with apparent gunshot wound near Cimarron Drive and Hoseman Drive. Detectives are on scene securing evidence. This is all public information. It's posted on a website shared by KATV. Residents are urged to avoid the area. If you have any information, contact the Pine Bluff Police Department at 870-730-2090. Not sure. Let's see. I want to see if Pine Bluff Police Department has put anything out. I'd like to give you that if you have it. Go to their Facebook page. Generally, they're pretty good about putting out information as soon as possible. Again, the official statement from Pine Bluff Police Department was put out 4 hours ago that on March the 1st, 2026, just after 12 p.m., officers of the Pine Bluff Police Department responded to 6515 Cimarron for a 911 hang-up. Family then forced enter into the residence to check the resident, and no one had responded. After no one responded in the home, inside the residence, they located a 40-year-old female named Kenyatta Ringo Wembley, was unresponsive and suffered apparent gunshot wounds. She was pronounced deceased at the scene, and no one else was located at the residence. The homicide is in its early stages of the investigation. There is no suspect information released at this time. The victim will be sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab. Again, contact the Pine Bluff Police Department if you have any information. So I'm not seeing any suspect information that's put out by a credible source. Let's see, I will try to find that. Let me see. All right, let me. Somebody's asking me if it's near my relative's house. And Lane, how close is this to your residence? You're so much more familiar with that road than I am. Let's see if I can get it a suspect description. Uh, let's see.
Hey, y'all, I'm still here. Just give me a second. I'll be right back, all right? I was talking to a couple of witnesses
I
that's out here,
apologize,
so. And
my
if you could
eye just started
if
running.
somebody asks a question, just chime in and explain to me what's going on. But it's in the
half
description
miles
anyway.
of crow
So
flies.
I appreciate
So,
y'all.
Elaine, is that in the after the S curve on the long straightaway before you get to the final curve before you turn onto your road? Yes, I agree with you, Kim. It would be nice to know. I'm seeing if there's anything that can be put out. I will not put out information that cannot be put out. But we'll see what I can find. Again, all right. Looks like Smith's Record's coming out with the tow truck. It does appear to be a white car. It was not this white one. It was not this white one. This should be the Smith's Record coming out right here.
Okay, so the record truck is coming out. The vehicle is on the back of the record truck. So I'm going to step back for a second because the vehicle is on the back of the record truck. They do have the vehicle.
All right, so he's reporting that that's the suspect vehicle on the back of the Smith's Record. We do know that was a Smith's truck that was there earlier. We do know that he's reported that they were called out there. Deputies and law enforcement was called out there to the
So he
scene.
can,
And it makes sense because if you see this car right here, they are probably fixing to follow this wrecker to a crime scene base so the car can have a search warrant conducted on it and processed for the crime that it's suspected of. So let's see if that's what happens. I do believe that's what happened. So he's pulling out Smith's Wrecker, and then here we go. Just followed in behind, which is an unmarked police car. Let's see. I believe it's a blue Charger. You'll see come out here in just a second. Yep. So that's exactly what I
So the record
said.
truck did have the vehicle on the back of it. He does have the vehicle. The vehicle is being told you had the police following the record truck.
Oh, so it's right there by the house where the pool's at, where the one people lived at. I can't remember their name. You know what I'm talking about, right there, the last curve before you turn the road. Yep. Okay. Well, y'all stay safe out there on Farm Lane, and realize that anybody who doesn't belong out there.
Oh, I definitely will be. I appreciate you.
I would probably be calling 911. I'm trying to get an answer on that, Elaine. They have not answered me yet. As of right now, I would just use caution with anybody that's not out that you don't recognize from out in that area. I would also, this is a little presumptive of me, but it was a female that was killed. Using.
So again, the vehicle has been located. It's on a record truck. You do have Jefferson County Sheriff Department. Following.
I'd be looking for
the vehicle. We're following the record truck
anybody
along with the
that's out of
vehicle
place
on the back of it.
Specifically males, could be a female as well. I don't want to put any information out until it is gathered for sure that it is allowed to be released. I've reached out to my people to see if you can tell me.
Yeah, definitely prayers goes out to the families. So if you live on Farm Lane, if you see police presence out this way, that's the reason why you have a lot of police presence.
All right, you can see Dre is still.
So again, ADC is out here. ADC has bought dogs out. Let me look at your question again. You said, oh, that's y'all talking amongst each other. Okay, recap. So earlier today, a female in Dalloway area was murdered, killed, and the police was looking for the ex-husband. Police was looking for the husband, and the husband had left in a vehicle. I forgot what kind of vehicle it was, but the husband left in the vehicle. They've been searching for this vehicle all day. They found the vehicle out here on Farm Lane. That's where they found the vehicle at. So they out here searching, and they bought ADC dogs out. Arkansas Department of Correction dogs have came out, and they are actively searching for him. So they in a wooded area, they in sheds, they in everything searching for him. And you probably see people with flashlights right now walking. So if you're on Farm Lane and you see a lot of police presence, that's why you have a lot of police presence in this area.
All right, Elaine, I am, or for any of my viewers out there, I am getting feedback right now on what is releasable as far as the suspect goes. Once they tell me if it's public, I will let you know. I do not want to do anything. Okay, so the information that I have is not for public release. So I will just stick to with telling you that it is best for you to stay in your homes. See something, say something. If you live in this area, if you have personnel, if you end up seeing somebody, a person that you do not recognize in the area, notify 911. Get to a phone, see something, say something. Stay in your homes for a couple of reasons: for safety, but also don't get out walking around where you could possibly not only be in harm's way, but that you would not interfere with the track, the scent of the canines that have been deployed into this area to locate this suspect. So apparently that was his car that was leaving from there. And the information that I have is not releasable to the public, so therefore I will not be sharing that. I will only tell you that you need to stay safe in your community, stay in your home. If you see something, say something, and notify 911 of any unusual activity in that area to assist law enforcement to bring this individual into custody. So feel free to like or tag somebody. If you got any questions for me, I'll leave it on this for right now. I don't mind at all. It's a way to get information out to the citizens of Jefferson County. I believe in transparency and information sharing as much as possible, and love the idea of being able to keep 10 or 15 of you informed about what's going on in the unincorporated area off of Farm Lane. If you're just joining, what we're looking at here is a feed from the Heat magazine that they're on scene out off of Farm Lane Road, which is out in the unincorporated area of Jefferson County, just out off of Sulphur Springs Road, a couple miles out of the city limits, where the suspect in today's homicide that occurred on Cimarron Road's vehicle has been located. Suspect description, name, etc., has not been released to the public, and the vehicle was found out off of Farm Lane Road. So the encouragement that I give you as a law enforcement professional is to stay in your home, stay in your homes, and be safe. If you see something strange, see something that is not usual in your area, call 911, notify them, and allow professionals to handle the situation. So hopefully that is giving you a sense of what's going on and the severity of it. Let's see if anybody's commenting on anything on his. All right, somebody says the vehicle was there at 3:30 when they were going to church. So I guess he's been out there a while. That would be 3.5 hours ago or more. All right. So somebody's asking on the Heat magazine if they've searched or went down the trails to the woods yet. So people do not need to get out in these woods and try to search and look for them. Allow the dogs to do what the dogs do. The dog's sense of smell is 10,000 times better than anything we can find as humans. And if you go out and disturb this area, it will make it more difficult for the dogs to work through there. So
I am back.
Okay, let's see what
A
Trey has to say.
A few neighbors that was out. So you probably still hear those dogs. Again, those are ADC dogs. ADC dogs did come. ADC did show up, and they bought. It seemed like it might have been 10 dogs on there, but they're like, police is here, and if you go down this side road, the police are down that way too, and further down there, down that road. So
it sounds like what he's describing is setting up a perimeter to try to ensure that if a person is in the woods that they're looking at, that he doesn't run off without being seen. So they're trying to, based off the description he's given.
You know what? I don't have a timeline on how long the car was here. But from what I understand from talking to neighbors, that car must have just got there. Because they are saying, from what I understand from what they're saying, is that the vehicle wasn't there. I guess maybe a few hours ago, that vehicle wasn't there. This is just what a few neighbors were saying. So I'm just me estimating, maybe 3 hours. That's just me estimating, maybe 3 or 4 hours at the most. because some of the neighbors saying that vehicle wasn't there.
All right, I'm just reading some of the comments on the Heat magazine. People are asking and saying,
What was that? What you doing out here? You doing that?
all right, so again, if you're joining my live, what this is a shared screen of the Heat magazine, who is out off of Farm Lane Road, where they are looking for a suspect in today's homicide off of Cimarron Road. Suspect vehicle was located out there, and 5 or 10 minutes ago, Smith's towing towed that vehicle off, and it was escorted out or followed by a law enforcement professional and allowed. In my experience, what that means is that call will need to be processed at a crime scene, and their insurance security of that. So that's where that's at. And now it appears to be that Heat Magazine's live footage is facing down Farm Lane Road, headed towards the right-hand road direction, and ADC dogs are out searching for the suspect that may be in the woods. So I encourage you to stay in your home if you live in the area. Don't get out and travel into that area just because you see blue light flashing. Allow law enforcement professionals to do what they do, uninhibited by extra people being out there or you out walking around on your property. I know that you have the right to be on your property, but I ask you to stay in your home for your safety and to not interfere with any possibility of the track that the dogs could be on. If you tell anybody can hear the dogs baying, and that typically is a sign that the dogs are on a track. So they're really good dogs, really trained every day, and run some good tracks. If that's central office canines or any ADC guys, but if it's central office guys, I know some of them personally, and they will do their darndest to get out there and find this individual, ensuring safety for Jefferson County residents again. So I'm going to keep this going as long as I can and just see if we get some close to that. I appreciate the few that are on my live to do this. It gives you an opportunity to see that I will share information with you as your next sheriff, as you can be. I see no reason why there's not a public information officer out there sharing this information already. So I'm not seeing that. I want to double check that from the JCSO page. Their last post is 5 hours ago. Let me look at Jefferson County website. All right, let's just see what we got here.
That's one of the neighbors that stay down that way. He was talking.
I'm looking at their press releases.
Them dogs are loud.
There is no new press release as related to
So
this
everyone,
in the sheriff's office.
take care of yourself. Finna end this live. But again, they in search of a homicide suspect from earlier today that was in Dollarway.
All right.
So y'all be good. Take care of yourself and be good. I'm out.
All right. Looks like he ended his live. Wish he could have stayed out there a little while longer. Let's stop sharing that screen. All right, so we're back on there. What we were just sharing was the live from the Heat magazine on his Facebook page, where they were looking for a homicide suspect. A vehicle had been located out off of Farmland Road. So I would encourage you to, if you live out in that area, is to stay in your homes, be safe. If you see something, say something, notify law enforcement of any findings that you may have. So, been on here over an hour. If anybody has anything they would like to talk about, discussing politics, discussing voting, if you haven't voted in the early voting, I encourage you, please go out tomorrow and vote. It's your last day of early voting, and Tuesday is the last day uh, for voting period. That's your general election. I'm sorry, that's the election day for your primary. That's the primary election day on March the 3rd. March 3rd, you'll be doing it at your polling place, and then tomorrow you can still do that at the Jefferson County Courthouse. I encourage you, regardless if you are Republican, Democrat, Independent, if you haven't voted in the past few years, go vote. This is very critical for Jefferson County. You will be deciding your Democrat nominees, and you'll be deciding your prosecuting attorney for both Jefferson and Lincoln County. And you'll also be deciding your coroner. Chad Kelly has been your coroner for the past 18 years, and he's running for reelection. And then he's being opposed, challenged by a newcomer to the coroner's office. So I would encourage you to go out and vote. You know, if you want some change, look at your candidates. If you like the way that things have been done and you like the same old, vote for the incumbents. But I do highly suggest you do some research on all of your candidates, from prosecutors to the coroners to the JPs to the county judges. Do your research, find the people, and vote for the people that their ideas most align with yours. I would encourage you to do that. Voting is so important. Jefferson County, we need your vote. So, Elaine, I see your question on what time it was located. I'm not sure. I did see someone post in the Heat magazine, posted it. They saw the car when they went to church at 3:30. I don't know the factuality of that. That's just information that I read. So I'm not 100% sure on that, Elaine. If I do hear, I will let you know. But anyway, so back to voting. Tomorrow is early voting. The last day for early voting. You will need to get out there and do that. Let's see. So anyway, as we are approaching this, I apologize. I went radio silent for a minute. I had to check out that text message, see if it was any relevant information that I need to pass on to the citizens of Jefferson County for their safety, or if it had to do with the constituents. I want to be able to pass on and be transparent with you guys and let you know the information as I know it. Anyway, if you're out on Farm Lane, be safe. Stay in your house. Call 911 if you see anybody that does not match somebody that you've seen out there before. If there's not a regular, never hurts. Never not a reason to be too cautious. See some movement, hear some things, see some unusual activity, notify 911. And then I want to make sure that we talk about voting. Vote, 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 vote. Tomorrow's the last day for early voting. Tuesday is the election day for the primary race. There will be multiple races decided on March the 3rd. So be sure, if you have not voted, go vote. I know me and my wife have done our civic duty and cast our vote. Elaine says, if I become the next sheriff, how would I handle this situation about notifying the residents in the immediate area? So social media is a great platform. I did not see anything on the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, but I would be putting something out there. I would also continue utilizing what they're doing, which is press releases. That they didn't put one out on this, but I would also look into a reverse 911. So I believe we have those capabilities to send out mass text messages and telephone calls from the sheriff's office, and would want that to happen as well. And then also I could go a little old school, and the blue lights are being seen for miles away, and the dogs barking. So I would utilize PA systems through our law enforcement cars to make announcements to tell people to stay in their homes and to stay out of the way of law enforcement professionals. So that was kind of a three or four fold plan is what I would do to try to get that information out. Would also, as I notified people that I knew, like you live in that area, and I would tell you to start a chain of the people you knew. Send out a text to your neighbors and just kind of chain it down the road right there. So I always say this, as a community, as a law enforcement professional, it takes us all to solve crime. It takes us all to work together. The law enforcement professionals, the community coming together. So hopefully that answers your question and you like that. It seems relatively simple to me to pass along the information, but yes. So if I'm doing it now, just as a candidate and as a concerned citizen for Jefferson County, I would definitely do that as the sheriff. So, but we know that this current sheriff's office has not always been transparent and have information flow as well as the citizens would like during this entire process. I've really started taking notice of that over the past few months. And, just like you had the escapee the other day, that there was not a big push for social media or a big media push on that. They did do a press release on their website, but it was not pushed out to all the media outlets like they would normally do. So I have my suspicions on why that was, but I'll let you draw that from yourself. And then there wasn't a big push when he was recaptured. But so the guy did escape through Sallyport through negligence. And then he has been recaptured, and one individual was charged with hindering apprehension as related to that. So if you didn't know that you can see you heard it here. I did read that on a social media post, I think through Deltaplex, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, as I get ready to wind down for the night, I just wanted to come on here, and if you had any questions, feel free to ask me. I will be doing my normal live tomorrow, Monday, at 6:30. I encourage you to go on there. We've created an event. It's Real Talk, Real Change, Lowery4sheriff. Do me a favor, like and share. People like and share that with some folks. Let's try to get some real viewership on there. I'd like to see 25 on there tomorrow night. So I'll try to go on a little early and get you to like and share it. Let's have a conversation. I would like to know, one of the things I'd like to discuss is local politics. What's your thoughts? How have you been treated? If you know me, I'm not scared to talk to anybody about anything. And I would just like to know what your position is. Have you been mistreated because you've supported me? Have you had naysayers? Have you had issues with some of your local elected politicians, either currently in office or running? So that would be an interesting topic to discuss tomorrow. So anyway, I want to go ahead and jump off here. I got some things I got to do upstairs, spend some time with my wife, eat some dinner, and get ready for the week coming up ahead of us. Thank you so much for joining the Lowery live on Sunday. Yeah, Elaine, I'll call you. Anyway, as always, remember, stay safe. If you're out on Farm Lane, stay in your house. Notify law enforcement of anything suspicious that you see. And feel free to reach out to me at 870-556-0330 with anything that you might have, or I might be able to provide an answer for you on. And as always, remember, God bless Jefferson County.